Well, thank you so much for joining us on our digital and streaming services. Wanted to bring you the latest on the heavy rain and flooding situation across the area. Like we were talking about on TV, now we have 2 flash flood warnings in effect across the area, spanning from the North Shore down through the South Shore in our river and bayou parishes. The flash flood warning that has just been issued for our river parishes and parts of the bayou parishes will be in effect until 4 o'clock this afternoon. The flash flood warning that's already been in effect for the North Shore stays until 3:30 this afternoon. So a lot of rain will be lasting for several hours this afternoon, and we can pick up several inches of rain. We already have picked up several inches of rain right along this line that's barely moving. So make sure if you do have to drive around the North Shore river parishes and even down to the bayou, make sure you're taking it easy on the roads and you're avoiding those flooded roadways, because it can of course be very dangerous, and these rain totals are really adding up. So we'll kind of take a closer look at what's happening. So I did mention that the flash flood warnings are still in effect. I want to check and see if there are any other new warnings or anything issued, any reports issued. Nothing at the moment, but there is quite a bit of flooding, of course, going along this line oriented from southwest to northeast, not moving much. Now, a closer look at what's happening on the North Shore. This cell right here is pretty intense. I mean, there are no severe storm warnings in effect with that cell, but there's a lot of lightning with this. It is moving fairly quickly, around 30-40 miles per hour to the northeast, but it's dumping a lot of rain, also producing quite a bit of lightning. This might actually give some small hail near the Bogalusa area, so Washington Parish, also moving into Pearl River County in South Mississippi, could be seeing quite a bit of lightning and heavy rain with this cell, plus some gusty winds up to 50 miles per hour. So that is a kind of a strong cell associated with this line. Then we kind of track it further to the south. Covington, Mandeville seeing some heavy rain and lightning all the way down through the lake and through Lake Maurepas. Heavy rain also through Kentwood down to Amite City and Tangipahoa Parish. And it looks like, even though it kind of seems like things are going to be ending, it's going to be slow. Do you see how this line is kind of slowly moving? We're going to have several hours of rain and storms, and the thing is kind of redeveloped throughout the afternoon and early evening. So unfortunately, not really out of the woods yet for the North Shore and South Mississippi. Also, same goes for our river parishes, where that second flash flood warning has been issued from Gramercy to Laplace down to Thibodaux. So many of our parishes in the river parishes and bayou parishes dealing with some heavy rain. Maybe some brief gusty winds and lightning with that, but it's just the flash flooding risk that's the biggest thing of concern today with this batch of rain and storms that will continue through the afternoon. You notice New Orleans Metro not seeing much. There are some light showers in the city of New Orleans, maybe some light showers through Metairie and Kenner. The heavy stuff still back to the west in our river parishes, but Luling and Booty starting to see some heavier rain. So this is gradually moving east, but I think the heaviest and the bulk of it, rather, is really going to be confined to the North Shore and river parishes as we head into the afternoon, because as the system kind of lifts to the northeast, it kind of takes away a lot of that heavy rain. But I still think the metro area will be getting some rain and storms through the afternoon and early evening. It's just the higher amounts will be on the North Shore and west of the lake. So today we have the rain coming and going basically all day. It's going to be steady and soaking. We've got the flooding risk, of course, on the North Shore all through the afternoon and early evening. It's warm and muggy, cloudy and windy. It is windy outside of the storms, where we're seeing gusts up to 30-35 miles per hour just outside of any storms. And then some of those storms, like we're seeing on the North Shore, may be able to produce some gusts up to 50 miles per hour. So this is what the afternoon is going to bring. Steady rain on the North Shore, really not letting up for several hours. Also back west towards Baton Rouge, Gonzales, seeing some heavy rain through the afternoon and early evening. This is until 6 o'clock tonight. We don't get much of a break in the rain if you're north of the lake and in South Mississippi. So Tangipahoa Parish, St. Tammany, Washington Parish, our South Mississippi counties will be getting a lot of rain over the next few hours. But you notice the metro area sees a little bit, not a ton. And if you're closer to the coast, you might not get much rain at all today. This is really focused to the north and to the west. So we'll take it through the evening as well. Closer to 9 o'clock, things actually wind down. I think overnight we're not going to see much happening. It will be dry. There might be some passing showers and some fog, but I think overnight it's going to be quiet. And then very early tomorrow, also quiet. But as we get into the later morning hours, 8-9 a.m. tomorrow, here comes another round of rain and storms, really taking off closer to the lunch hour tomorrow. This is 12:30 tomorrow afternoon. This is when the South Shore, I think, will get in on the action. and the North Shore again will be in for some more soggy rain that's going to be lasting for a few hours tomorrow because the system is taking its time to move through the area. It's not going to move through until basically early Saturday. So we have a lot of rain to get to today and tomorrow. Things start to improve Friday and Saturday, but it's really today and tomorrow that we have the heavy rain that will be lasting for several hours. Getting into tomorrow afternoon, this is 4 o'clock on your Thursday, still looking at some showers and storms around, but things start to wind down tomorrow night. And then overnight into Friday morning, not much happening. But then Friday, I think, is another day. Here we go, more rain and storms, just not as substantial on Friday. So Friday morning, we'll have another batch of rain and thunderstorms, not as bad as today and tomorrow. It's going to be kind of quickly getting out of here, not as much. And then Saturday, there might be some showers in the morning, and then that would be about it. So today, rainfall totals obviously vary quite a bit, especially as these storms are slowly crawling and multiple storms keep going over the same area. We've already seen several inches on the North Shore, several inches in our river and bayou parishes. But in addition to that, we can see some more this afternoon. So from now until about 1 a.m. today, or 1 a.m. Thursday, I should say, we could see anywhere from 3 to 4, maybe 5 inches of additional rain on the North Shore. But again, showers will be winding down as we get to about 9, 10 o'clock tonight. So through the afternoon and early evening, we can pick up almost 5 to 6 inches of rain in a few spots. Bogalusa to Covington over to Hammond through Baton Rouge. That's where the heaviest rain will be, also through Picayune. Slidell could even see up to 2 inches of rain. South Shore totals today, not as impressive, maybe a half up to 1 inch of rainfall today. Again, that can vary depending on how that line kind of moves and progresses through the afternoon and evening. And then tomorrow we will pick up a couple more inches of rain. This is when the South Shore sees the rain tomorrow. And the North Shore also will see some more rain as we head into tomorrow during the afternoon and into the early evening hours tomorrow. Anywhere from 1 to 2 more inches of rain on the North Shore tomorrow, and again another maybe 1 to 2 inches on the South Shore tomorrow. So if we fast forward from now until Friday night, over the next few days, this is how much rain we can expect. Quite a few inches, especially if you're north of Lake Pontchartrain and in South Mississippi. So quite a bit of rain coming our way for sure. As we go through today, of course, with the rain, street flooding, flash flooding, obviously a possibility, especially as we're seeing it now, right along the orientation of that line of rain and storms. We do have this risk here, a moderate risk. It is a level 3 out of 4 risk, second to highest. So that means, of course, the rain today, it's supportive of street flooding. And tomorrow, I think we will see maybe a couple more cases of street flooding, especially adding on to the totals that we are seeing today. It's going to be a lot of rain, and we might actually see some of our local rivers and streams rising on the North Shore as well, something else to keep in mind. So really the biggest thing to worry about today and tomorrow is the heavy rain that could lead to some flash flooding, some very dangerous flooding on our roadways. Secondary thing to kind of mention but not really dwell too much on, but the threat is there for maybe some strong to severe storms today. Very isolated risk for a couple of those storms, maybe giving us some brief gusty winds up to 50, 60 miles per hour through the afternoon. The risk for tornadoes, very low. Isolated brief spin up is possible, though I think really the biggest thing is the heavy rain. Secondary thing would be the lightning and brief gusty winds and maybe some isolated brief rotation. Wouldn't count on that as we go throughout today. So rainfall chances today, 100%. Tomorrow as well. So it's going to be very soggy and wet the next couple of days. We'll get the rounds of heavy rain lasting through Friday. So Friday is going to be when things start to improve. I have a 60% chance of rain on Friday. We will have some rain around early in the day, but I think by Friday night, things will start to wind down and taper off. So any Friday evening plans, I know we have a lot of parades going on for Mardi Gras Friday night, things will start to improve. It's still going to be warm and muggy through Saturday, but Saturday night, that's when things are going to be completely dry and cooler. We will have some showers lingering into early Saturday, but the weekend largely looks really great. Just had to get through some showers in the morning. Early today and tomorrow are kind of the nastiest days, I would say, when it comes to the rain. Tomorrow there is another risk for street flooding. The risk is a bit lower tomorrow. It's a level 2 out of 4 risk highlighted here in yellow. So street flooding is once again possible tomorrow because we're expecting more slow moving rain through the area. And that will also be on top of what we've already seen today, which is not a good recipe. So tonight, as the showers kind of wind down around 10 p.m. and we're dry overnight through very early tomorrow, there will be some fog that does kind of pop back up. So this morning we had to deal with quite a bit of dense fog. I think tonight into early tomorrow, tonight into early tomorrow, rather, we will see some areas of dense fog. So make sure you are driving carefully, not only with the fog, but with the flooding potential tonight into early tomorrow. It is going to be dry overnight, but there still could be some kind of big puddles and ponding on some of our roadways, even as the rain ends tonight into early tomorrow. And then the rain, of course, does pick up again heading into tomorrow around the lunch hour, late morning around 10 a.m. tomorrow till the afternoon. The early afternoon, we'll have another batch of rain and storms in the forecast. So here's your 7-day. Today and tomorrow, just kind of take it easy on the roads. Make sure you have the umbrellas and rain gear handy. It's going to be wet and soggy. That's really our 2-day kind of stretch of not so great weather. Friday, things start to get a little better. We'll have some passing showers and storms early in the day, but overall, not as big of a concern on Friday. We stay warm and muggy the next few days into early Saturday. Saturday morning, couple spotty showers left. Saturday night, for all the big parades happening, we will be dry and cooler. So it is going to be getting chilly as we head into Sunday and next week. No rain as we go into Sunday and early next week. Thankfully, I think we'll see enough over the next couple of days. It is going to be getting chilly, but there are no freezes in the forecast next week, which is great news. So make sure you are kind of taking it easy on the roads, driving carefully, especially during the evening commute tonight and kind of tomorrow if you'll be driving around kind of late morning throughout the early afternoon hours and even into the midday tomorrow. So we got some soggy times ahead. Make sure you are kind of just driving carefully. And if you don't have to go out, maybe kind of stay inside if you can. So we will be tracking the latest for you all day today. If there are any warnings that do pop up, we will come back on air and online. So make sure you are staying tuned to the latest forecast today, and hopefully you have a great Wednesday.